Hello! Hello, hello. Let me turn the audio down a little bit just for my sake. Okay. So, I am playing the Ratline again. I am hopeful that I will beat the game tonight, but I have no idea how much of the game I have left. So we are gonna find that all out together. Okay, let me switch over. Okay, should be getting capture. It's, there we go, okay. Would you believe that I forgot to open the game? Would you believe that? Listen. Alright. So I turned the game audio down because I realized, watching the VOD back and working on editing, that although the game music itself wasn't too loud, I could still hear that fucking dog just constantly all the time. So, one, I'm gonna turn the dog slider to silent. Apologies. Let me do that. Boop. Get that up. Okay. And also the, like, end of level noise and, like, the, like, phone ringing and whatnot were really, really loud in the mix. So, I just kind of turned everything down, and the dog is now silent. It will still be there, it will still be sleeping, it will still be cute, but it will no longer be audible. Silenced by the woke mob, well, you know, maybe you should have thought about that before posting. That was an attempt. I don't know. Okay, right, number 5. The case of the sunburnt Nazi. Speaking of being silenced by the woke mob, let's hunt some fucking Nazis. Okay, time to get back into it. You would think that my, like, going through the VOD and editing, would have been a refresher course. You'd think wrong. Okay, what's happening? Mr. Perlman, we are looking for the, I need to zoom in, Paraguayan chief of police known as the Hyena. A famed sniper during the war, he made his name as an expert in disguise and deception. He has recently been implicated in a corruption scandal at the heart of the government that invoked the ire of the president and sent the Hyena into forced hiding. We traced him to the seaside town of Puerto del Alba. Is that just Whiteport? However, something has happened and we believe he may have been killed. We intercepted a telegram reading, Hyena dead, Cuchilla and Metra also, unknown shooter. Please find out what all this means. Okay. We got this picture. Oh dear. The fucking... the bald man, he's back. Okay. Alright. So... this guy has an ankle tattoo of the globe, it looks like. Fucking School of America's trained. Like, that dude had a rough time. Okay. Where the fuck do I start? Okay. Okay, they're in Puerto del Alba. Cuchilla and Metra also. Okay. I'm gonna see if I have... oh, actually, no, I'm gonna do the library search first. If there's anything for... what? Ferry timetable and weather report. Puerto del Alba ferry, okay. So, in this picture, what is the weather like? It is blue and sunny, but there is an umbrella, so it was raining earlier. That's some... what does that say? I am Azul. Oh, it's in a mirror. Hotel Azul. Okay. Okay. So it's currently sunny, but was raining earlier. So that's got to be Thursday, then, because that's the only day that has weather that lines up with that. Clicking my pen, just some light ASMR. I have no idea if that even picked up. Alright, so it would have been on Thursday. Writing this down. Sunsets at 9 p.m. Okay. No ferries on Mondays. Hotel Azul. Ah, didn't... Here we go. Floor plan. And a guest book. Pin those. Okay. I should have written down the specific date, not just the day of the week. So this would have been... Unless this doesn't say, which is a possibility. I don't know. Okay, whatever. So what do those letters mean? Is that the specific fairies? It's got to be the specific fairies, like the names of the fairies. Okay. Is there a... Whatever. Okay, date 4/7 and 5/7 on these. So I've got a map of the 3rd floor, which leads me to believe that that's an important one. Paul Gerhardt is a German-ass name. Writing that down. Chloe Dubois, Andre Serrano, Daniel H. Daniel Handler. Mateo Fernandez, Hiroshi Tanaka, Ernst Gerhardt. Emma Schneider. Emma Schneider's got to be like the German equivalent of like Jane Smith. Camila Ruiz and Juan Ruiz. Okay. So the Gerhardts signed the guest, or these Gerhardts anyways, were in 301 and 401, and this other one was in 302. So those two are directly across from each other, and one can assume then that 401 is directly above 301. Feel like that makes sense? Feel like that makes sense. Okay. I'm assuming Gerhardt is everyone's last name here. I'm just gonna... Oh, except for Schneider, huh? Damn. Alright. Well. Let me search the name Gerhardt. No, okay, whatever. Let me see if any of the names... Where'd it go? Okay. Yeah, 9 and 10:30. Paul Gerhardt, 12:31, which is the only, like, weird and specific one here. Any Gerhardts? No. Any Schneiders? No. Okay. Let's see if anyone else is maybe in here and can talk about it if they saw anything. Serrano, no. Garcia. No, okay. Yeah, no. Is the Hotel Azul in here? Can I call them? Yeah, I can. I found out you can auto dial. You still gotta press the button, though. Hello! Hotel Azul, one of the most affordable hotels in Puerto del Alba. Boris speaking. Hello, I'm an investigator inquiring about an incident that happened opposite your hotel. Of course, an unimaginable scene of horror. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Of course, how can I help? What happened exactly? There was a shooting outside the hotel. One of our guests was murdered. Okay, so only one of them was a guest. Which guest? I believe it was one Paul Gerhardt, although there's not a lot left to judge by, quite gory. Who was he? He checked in the day before the incident. I'm sure he was high up in the security services because the hotel is still crawling with Paraguayan secret agents. Perhaps he was the chief of police? Perhaps. Him or his brother. His brother? Yes, his brother checked in on the day of the incident, a Mr. Ernst Gerhardt. Any indication as to their reason for visiting? Not sure. Perhaps catching the ferry to see the beaches at Playa Bruma or Bahia Escondida. Okay. But you know, you don't need bodyguards for that. Do you think the names were real? I doubt it. Most people here check in under assumed names, for all sorts of reasons. If he was in the security services, I don't imagine he holidays much under his real name. One last thing. When he arrived, Mr. Paul gave me a letter to send. However, I still have it. Would you like to see it? Yes, please! Alright, who were your guests at the time? Tell me more about the guests. Apart from the brothers, no one exceptional. How would you describe them? Both tall men with sandy blonde hair, gaunt with piercing eyes. More than similar. If I hadn't checked them in separately, I would say they were the same man. Anything unusual that they said or did? Only one thing. When I mentioned to Ernst that his brother was already here, he looked a touch confused, and I heard him mutter, "The plot thickens." The plot thickens. So, on the day of the incident, what happened at your hotel? That morning, around 11 a.m., 2 large bodyguards came to the front desk asking for Mr. Paul. They said they were his protection. I sent them to his room. Number 1 rule of working a customer service job, dog. What the hell? You don't do that shit. Did you see them exit? Number 1 thing, working customer service, you don't know anyone. You don't know their names. You don't know their phone numbers. You don't know what room they're in. You don't know when their break is. I'm mad. I was called away, but I understand they left and went to the fun fair. Thanks. Tell me about your hotel. I would love to say we are a state-of-the-art facility, but unfortunately, I feel the hotel has seen better days. I can access your floor plan? In the municipal records. The guest book, too. How about the guest rooms? Anything notable? Well, they both left quite a few things. We actually have pictures of both brothers' rooms taken as evidence. Ernst owes us money since he seems to have disappeared. Sadly, we cannot take payment in toy bears. Huh. Could you send over the photos, please? I will do that. Thanks. New evidence. Okie dokie. Woo! Alright, so this is the letter. Dear R, writing you from Puerto del Alba, you found a great man through PS. I feel like I'm safe in assuming the name's Schneider, given that there's an Emma Schneider. Like, that feels correct to me. Anyway. They've put me up in a terrible hotel. Room doesn't even have the sunrise. I'm free for the moment to walk around, but they're sending some new bodyguards tomorrow to protect me. I can't risk sticking around for more revelations to come out. Time to make a move. After this, I will spend some time at the next port until things have cooled down. In a month, I intend to return to Dr. Schmidt to complete my ornectomy, although I've heard nothing from him recently. We can meet there. Expect word. Woof woof. Best NS. Okay. So, try to do the math. Do we have anyone with the initials PS previously? I'm like looking at my notes, and I know I can pull up the thing in the evidence journal, but I'm not gonna do that yet. Dear R, best NS. NS, and there's a PS, and this is written to an R. Okay. The woof woof thing. Hyenas don't woof, they like laugh? Is Kuchia like a term of endearment for a dog? No. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright, photos of the rooms. A teddy bear from Belushi's and a screwdriver. Alright. Okay, room 302. That's props. Oh, it's just got the time on it. They're both taken at like around the same time. I don't know that that's going to be a very helpful detail. Okay, so this is room 302. There's a a box of props, what looks like a script. And this one's got a teddy bear and a screwdriver. Okay. It doesn't even have the sunrise. This room has the sunrise. Okay, so NS is in room 301. Okay. I'm not sure where to go from there. Dr. Schmidt, who's PS? Who's PS? Do we have a PS yet? I don't... I was gonna say no. None of those were PS. There's an ES. These ones... Yeah. Okay. Wait, who... Okay, I can figure out who NS is. Well, see, give the letter. Where's the transcript? Paul gave the letter. Who is the hyena? Okay. Maybe he used his real first name. Maybe that's something he did. Current location, dead as hell. Ernst Gerhardt is the brother. So it looks like our Paul, quotation marks, has been there for a month. Oh, no. No, the rest of the world does dates differently. It's the 4th versus the 5th. Fuck. Oh, God, American moment. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, actually. Alrighty, So the dude mentioned some other place names that I can look up. Was there not more? open that? Okay. Apparently that wasn't important enough to show up in the transcript. I'm gonna look up Belushi's. Or maybe I'm not. Huh. Well, that's annoying. Okay. We know what day of the week it was, which I imagine will come in handy. 3 shots were fired. Show. This is not... Okay, hang on. This guy doesn't match the description. So either he's collateral damage, he was the attacker, and the, like, brother or someone got him. Or he's our third person. Because they're, like, tall, gaunt, with sandy blonde hair. And we do have a third person. Tattoo is something. That's rough, buddy. Okay. This fucking guy! Okay. I like that he, like, opens his eye when you... Boop. Okay. Do I want a hint? I can try searching the name Schneider. Yeah, no. No, that's not. That was one of the other place names. That was Playa. Okay. Is Playa del Toro the right one? Oh. Is a Playa. Alright, Playa del Toro Strategic Battle Operations Guide. Landing begins at 5:30 a.m. Knife and pistol teams will silently eliminate beach guards. Snipers take cover in set positions. Machine gunners reinforced with sandbags advance after Air Force bombing. And then, in Spanish, it's declassified CIA. Is this actually a full translation, or is it different? Because my Spanish is not good. I can kind of pronounce things. It took 4 years of it, and you see how far it's gotten me. Alright, cuchillos. We have a cuchilla here. Cuchillos y pistolas eliminaron cilincos. Beach guards. Posiciones. Bajo. Cobertura natural. Okay. Reinforce. Sacos de arena. I don't know if that means sandbags, but it could. Reinforce with something. Avancentra el bombardeo aéreo. Tras avance. It seems correct, based on what I remember of high school Spanish. 5:30 a.m. What ferry would they landing? If it's a CIA thing, they're not taking the ferry. Ernst Gerhard. Okay, how long does the ferry take? Nope. No. if I search hyena? No. Search cheetah? No. No. Worth a shot. I searched the Belushi's. Okay, Belushi stock lists. Okay. Oh, stockists, not stock lists. Okay, okay. And this was in Paraguay. So, Philadelphia! Let's give... Is there a carnival? No, not the Philadelphia one. No, other... Cotton candy. No. Well, there's no guarantee he got it in Paraguay. Try that. Grito. No. The Llama Loop. Casa de los Espejos. No. The Mango Dunk. Yeah, man. Rio Rumble. There's Rio Motors. The Whispering Fortune Head. These are weird-ass names. I think this might be a code. I'm gonna keep looking, but I would like to state for the record, I think this might be a code. Fortune Head, Cotton Candy, Catapult, we know it's not there. Cans of Glory. Oh, that one I can call. Oh, it's important to do all, but fuck me. Hello, Cans of Glory. Ronaldo here. How can I help? Did you see the man who was killed last week? You ever just call a toy store and ask them if they saw a murder? I did. He stopped at Cans of Glory with his escorts to play and generally be seen. Is this like a carnival? Pleasant Man? Quite the opposite. I was chatting with a tourist couple who wanted to know how to get to Las Rocas del Sur and San Venturo. He steamed right past them and demanded to play. How did he do? Honestly, he did terribly. Couldn't hit a thing. It was like he was half blind. Nothing like the day before. What happened the day before? He came by the stall on his own, no escort, and nailed every can on the first shot. So it's the brother. So the one with the escort came second. So that's our hyena. So the brother was there first. Which would mean that the brother is Mr. Paul. Or maybe he just didn't go to the thing. Oh, whatever. What did he win? He won a large bear. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so NS is the brother of the hyena. I'm writing down hyena brother is NS 1301. People often get that. I didn't even know it was possible. Still, I guess he got lucky considering his next performance. What happened then? I saw him moving around the market, then toward the seaside exhibits. After that, I heard 3 shots ring out in quick succession and a lot of screaming. You saw the shooter? I did not, but I think it came from the lighthouse. My brother went up there after, took a photo. I'll send it to you. Nice. Many thanks. What about the bodyguards? Hey, I knew their type all right. Filthy insurrectionist Lazarus says, okay. Why do you say that? I'm Cuban, so I knew straight away what they were all about. They had half Cuban, half American accents and special forces tattoos. Okay, okay. Special forces tattoo. So that might be the... Maybe I wasn't that fucking wrong with my School of the Americas joke. Okay. What does that mean? They were involved with Playa del Toro. Mm-hmm. Oh. You know, there were a lot of those guys held after their plan fell apart. Afterwards, it was said they went to South America as no one else would have them. Disgusting mercenaries. Thanks, this is useful. By the way, I found something odd. A business card? I'll send it over. Perhaps you can take a look at it. Sure. That's all. Okie dokie. Ahaha! Alright, there's the bodyguard. So this is our hyena. This tattooed guy. We got this tattooed guy. Let me... No. Zoom in. Okay. He's hidden. Just gonna do that for now. Because that looks like that guy. Who is our dead friend here. This child. Dude with the camera. Odd that I can select him, but okay. It's the bodyguards. This guy. Okay. Ooh, big hat. It's a shotgun shell? Sunglass. Oh, that's our shooter. Did his brother shoot him? Oh. I don't know what that noise was. Oh my god. Okay. Because that... as we all know, only one man in the world can wear aviators at a time. Okay. Okay, and this is Simon Jones, a theater agent, and we found a script. And props. In the room that's getting a sunrise, so this is the brother. Can I... Phone. Ah! Sorry, I clicked a button. I think I should be good again. I think we're good. Okay. I moved my mouse too far over to pan and I accidentally clicked into Streamlabs. Okay. Phone number. 312-778-941. Call. Simon Jones, theater agent. Give me good news. What does your agency do? We are an esteemed London talent agency for only the top actors and actresses. Famous worldwide on stage and screen. Oh, really? Can you tell me some of your clients? Do you know Jonathan Bailey? What? Bridgerton? I see. I know it's a generic name, but that's really funny. Oh my god, okay. Do you have anyone working in Puerto del Alba? Where the devil is that? It's in Paraguay. No, I don't think so. Oh, you know, perhaps that's where Cyril is. Cyril? Oh, yes, he was quite big in the tropics a few years ago for a hernia cream advert. You know, Rectalis? I'm gonna look up Rectalis, and I'm gonna hate what I see. I don't. Quite striking. He was playing a cowboy riding side saddle. They had that song by Johnny Cash. Ring of Fire? That's the one! That's fucking rough, dude. Although I'm like 98% sure that like there was a Preparation H commercial a while back that used Ring of Fire. Call it a hunch. So wouldn't you know, I got a call from a Paraguayan film company, Pantalla Sur. I don't know why I'm writing this down, but I am. Wanted him out there straight away. What for? Do you know, it was an experimental film. They said they had hidden cameras all around town. Very Altman. And they wanted him to walk around looking imperious, like a sheriff or something. What else? Sent us a first-class plane ticket and a costume. Booked him a hotel room under an assumed name. Very Cloak and Dagger. Any idea why they wanted Cyril? The man said that Cyril's character was based on real-life inspiration and only he would do. They've got him playing his brother. Okay. Thanks. Okay. We got the script. Okay. In this improvised role, you will portray the chief of police, authoritative, composed, and mildly theatrical. You will be escorted through town by 2 silent bodyguards, maintaining an air of controlled command. Oh, what if the brother was killed instead of the... Oh, the hyena killed his brother. Whoa. Along the way, you'll pause at key locations, firing around at the funfair shooting gallery and posing for a photo at the seaside attraction, all while projecting confidence and subtle menace. Cameras are hidden. We are aiming for a naturalistic Altman/Verite style. What was Altman putting out in the early 70s? Am I thinking of the same Altman? Give me 1 second. I'm looking this up because I'm annoying. No, not the AI man. Robert Altman. Bodyguard, James Dean story. Oh, McCabe and Mrs. Miller came out in 71. Oh, MASH. Okay. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Those aren't really movies that I associate with that almost, like, compiled, like, not found footage, but, like, kind of that. But, I'll have whatever. Assume you are always potentially being filmed, though you will not know when or where. Your goal is to inhabit the role fully, treating everyone around you as background extras in your scene, no matter how they react. Maintain a dry wit, a steady gaze, and a sense of detachment. Think small-town autocrat with cinematic flair. Suggested phrases to use sparingly and naturally. Have him arrested later. This town needs order. I never liked that ride. Make a note of him. I don't recall authorizing that. That was my audition. Thank you. Okay. So this might actually be the brother. Okay. And then... this makes sense to me. So then that means this guy was Cyril? No. Fuck. Okay, whatever. I was given things to look up in the library. Rectalis. Nope, nothing. If I could read my handwriting, that would be really, really nice. I can look at the thing. What if I just search the name Cyril? No. Okay. Hmm. Okay, where is the... Did I not pin the... Yep, Cuchillos. Does that mean... Is Cuchillo knife? I don't know. Okay. Next point, please go down. Oh, is PS. The Pantalasur. It's gotta be. Okay. So that's not a brother, it's just a dude who really looks like him. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So this is just... Damn, that sucks, dude. Okay, so he is in the good room. And it's NS. I'm gonna put Schneider. I don't know if that's correct, but I'm gonna go with it. And he had a screwdriver, which is kind of crazy. So this is the dude who's the rubbish shot. And he's directly across the hall. Where's... Yeah. Oh, wait, shit. 302 is the one with the... Okay, no. Yeah, 302 is the actor's room. So I guess he's also part of Alba. He's dead. Nothing's... Unless Cyril's the last name? I don't know. That screwdriver. Yep, that's... Okay. What does my knowing, like, the day, though, like, with the weather? Like, how is that, like, helpful? Yeah, this is definitely the... Yeah. I might have these flipped, but... Okay. What's with the screwdriver? A boat speeding away. So yeah, he's not in Puerto del Alba anymore. What's the original letter? He's a sniper. Okay. So the hyena's not dead. The hyena's the shooter. Is what I'm getting from this. Hmm. I'm gonna take this hint. There's another Lazarosa document. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright. Lazarosa. Indications of importing of Lazarosa soldiers for stationing at government residences. Raising alert to blue. Ramon Torres. Manuel Reyes, Luis Delgado, Carlos Mendez, Julio Herrera, and Ernesto Silva. Okay. Okay. No. Where's... Yeah, the declassified CIA one. Okay. So, cuchillos. Pistolas. I want to say that's knives. So, close quarters. This is Luis Delgado. Ah! This makes sense to me. We'll see if I'm even kind of right. Okay. Alright. Oh, now I can put Paul. He's on a boat headed away. Don't know. This is... No. Because they put him up under an assumed name. In a month I intend to return to Dr. Schmidt to complete my oronectomy. Next port until things have cooled down. Did he say who this was meant to be sent to? When he arrived, he gave me a letter to send. However, I still have it. Would you like to see it? So it doesn't say. Dr. Schmidt was in Toronto, right? Or was he the one in Buenos Aires? He's the one in Buenos Aires, I think. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's N. Fuck, not Paul. Spend some time at the next port until things cool down. In a month, I intend to return to Dr. Schmidt to complete my ornectomy. Okay. N. I'm gonna go for a hint. Review the Lazarus documents. Check for the word Metra in the documents. Oh! Okay. It's the bodyguard then. Okay, maybe. Nope. Metra. No. Where? No. No. Where'd the fucking thing go? Oh god, did I close out of it? I don't... God. Metros. Reinforce. Metros. Machine gunners. Okay. Ramon Torres. Okay, so these two I am pretty confident about. This one, you see, I'm not sure if it's asking me to fill this out for the actual hyena or for the dude that died. Although, I am having a hell of a time finding his fucking name. It's not coming up, so I'm assuming it's the real hyena. Need a name starting with an N. Review a transcript from an old case about Oh, this is Nico! Oh my god! Oh, it's Nico Schroeder? Fuck! Okay. No, that's the wrong button. Killing it. Okay. So it's 2 or fewer. Let me... Patient list. Yeah, N. Schroeder. Ornectomy. And he's not in Buenos Aires. So I'm... View the ferry timetable. The weather in town seems to show sun after some rain. Okay, so this is useful. Alright. So 4 p.m. PB. What does that stand for, though? Back to... Playa Bruma. Okay. Yeah! Okay, I've identified the hyena as well as Cuchilla and Metra. Cuchilla is Luis Delgado and Metra is Ramon Torres. They are both members of Lazarosa, decried mercenaries, and were working as enforcers for the Paraguayan government. They are both dead in Puerto Alba. The other man dead there is Cyril Lampley, an actor. He was hired by Pantalla Sur Productions, apparently for an experimental film. In reality, he was hired as he was a dead ringer for the hyena. The hyena arrived at his hotel a day before Lampley, who was staying opposite. On the day of the murder, he swapped the room numbers so that Cuchillo and Metra picked up the wrong man. They then circulated around town with Lampley playing his role until they were all executed by the hyena. The hyena then fled to Playa Bruma. He can be identified through his choice of... dentist, when Alex Schmidt, and goes by Nico Schroeder. Yay! Alright. Next. Six. The silent partner. Alrighty. Mr. Perlman, our final South American target is the Scorpion, the Bolivian police captain and head of a tactical squad known as the You see, those 4 years of Spanish plus 2 semesters of Italian has made that double C very difficult for me. They are known for ruthless political suppression. We also need the name of his sergeant, who's known to be a close confidant. We don't have a lot to give you, but have been informed that a photography business in one of the major towns in the Valle Plano area that can help. Finally, we believe there is a missing man of interest. Please locate him as a matter of urgency. Best L? We've never had a sign-off before, have we? L? Like, Death Note? Okay. VP. Okay, this municipal infrastructure. Alright, this. I'm gonna pin that. We're. photography business in one of the major towns. Okay. What are the major towns? Yana, Quiru, Tambo. Okay. Yes. Quiru Cameras and Photography, Gabriella speaking. Hello, Gabriella. My name is Perlman. I believe I'm supposed to contact you. Ah, yes. You're calling about the captain's son? The captain's son? Yes, you'll be wanting the photos. The photos? The ones that trace the journey. Stop, let's just rewind for a moment. Oh, sorry, I thought you knew what you were calling about. How can I help? Who's the captain's son? The captain has a 15-year-old son named Hugo. He's a keen amateur photographer who visits our shop regularly. He bought a Minolta from us about a year ago and comes in every month or so to develop his photos. Is he close to his father? Very. He speaks of him with great admiration and clearly looks up to him. Any other interests? Like most boys his age, he loves football. He's also shown a real fascination with astronomy and was very excited about the Aurora Comet a few months back. Yes? We spoke at length about how to capture it in low light from his family home. He lives in the foothills, where it can get quite foggy. What are these photos? Hugo usually takes pictures of trees and birds, but not long ago we came across a set of photos that were different. In what way? They seemed to show him spending the day with his father, while the captain attended meetings. So, some of what we saw struck us as highly relevant to the current situation. Which situation? Sorry, I'm still catching up. The stolen election, of course. Politicians disappearing, voting booths burned. So you made copies of the photos? We did. We can pass them on to you. Do you have any additional information about them? The photos contain a lot, but a couple of things stood out. First, we believe the entire batch was taken on a single day. Go on. It looks like they traveled through at least 2 of the 3 major towns, Tambo, Kuro, and Yama, as well as a few other locations. Any other details? Looking at the passage of the sun, it seems they traveled in a big loop. Understood. Thanks. Many thanks. Okie dokie. Alright. Yeah, there are a lot of pictures here. Okay. Okay. Socialist Front. Okay. The missing man. That looks like the fucking, DB Cooper sketch. Recidiva. There's a bunch of numbers there. There's a baptism. Santo Cristo de... Can probably call that church. Oh, the vineyard! That's... Oh! That's the... Oh, and with the, the food writer. Or wine writer, rather. There's the comet and a town on fire outside the church. Okay. I wish I could move things around. Alrighty. There's infrastructure. Alright, so the church, I can definitely figure out where the church is. Santo Cristo. Santo Cristo Church. That... There's something else there, but okay. Parish of Santo Cristo del Valle. Yep. Okay. Okay. Father Alonso. Good day, Father. My name is Perlman. Peace be with you, Perlman. How may I help? I'm looking into a few matters. The church and a certain captain. I can speak to public pastoral matters, but you'll understand I cannot discuss anything from confession. Of course. Then ask what you need. Tell me about the church. Santo Cristo del Valle is the oldest parish in Quiru. Alright, so the church is in Quiru. I'm turning a page in my notebook. More ASMR for you. Okay. Alrighty. Quiru Church. The nave dates to 1886. The bell was recast after the Great Storm of 42. We are unique in that our doors face south rather than east. Doors south. Why'd they do that? Yeah, why'd they do that? An egocentric bishop. Incredible. Busy parish? Very. We serve families from... Okay. So from the whole area. Oh, jeez. Travelers from Colina and Reflejo Azul when markets are on. We host youth catechism on Wednesdays and a soup kitchen each Friday. Any recent trouble? Only the usual. Leaky roof, too few hands. I would help if I could, Father. I'm sure. Tell me about the captain. I can only speak to what is public. The captain attends mass irregularly, more often at sundown. He sits near the north aisle beneath St. Michael. Family? He has a boy, Hugo, courteous, camera over the shoulder. They brought offerings on St. Joseph's feast. Temperament? Formal, careful with words. I believe he tries to hide it, but I have detected notes of a French accent. Not German. No, I spent some time at a seminary in Normandy, so I know the difference. And your view of him, Father? A priest should be a shepherd to all. Still, I would be remiss if I pretended not to see where certain roads lead. There are banners I will not bless, and boots I will not hear marching in our nave. I see. Between us, outside confession, I found a slip of paper wedged behind the St. Michael votive stand on the day of his great-nephew's christening last month. The hand is his. I copied it for safekeeping. You kept it? I kept a copy. The original was returned where I found it, so no one need be accused of theft. If it may serve the truth, I can pass you the copy discreetly. Thanks, Father. Go in peace. And also with you. Alright. Yep. So... Sebastian Alonso. 1971 christenings. Martin Alvarez. Nicolas Ferreira. Alright. Funerals. Total costs. Nave upkeep. Incoming contributions. Okay, this is just like a separate thing he gave us. Reminders for meetings. Tell Sergeant to arraign for transport of suspect. Inform Bureau of Detainment and Questioning. Meet with KH to arrange personnel hire and flammable materials. Personally assess suspect, JE. Sent him to location agreed with KH. Okay, KH is the sergeant. JE is the suspect. Sergeant and JE, the missing person. Alright. And this was whose christening? They brought offerings on St. Joseph's. His great-nephew. Okay. So this is the christening. Perdido is up here north, which is the vineyard. One of those pictures is the vineyard. David Richmond. That's not a typical name that you would see in South America. Okay. And he has a French accent, which is odd. Yeah, this is the vineyard. This is the church, I think. Or is that just the house? That might just be the house. I'll come back to that. Okay. More shapes! More shapes. He's got a square. He's got a circle. Triangle. Unsure what that one is. I think this is our missing fella. That's what I just had open. So they're taking him in here. Wherever this is. So gotta figure that out. Triangle. Lines. I'm gonna look up the Seduva. No, I'm not, actually. Never mind. That's 6, 2, 8, 9, 5, 6, 9. I'm gonna... Oh, am I gonna brute force this? I might. 5, 6, 9. 5, 6, 9. Alright, well. It's like either 289 or 239. I can probably look things up. This is the lines guy. What did the wine thing say? Ah. Ah, wine festival poster. Local vineyards. Okay. International entrance. German. Perdido. Lives in the foothills. So this is the house. This is, well, I mean, this is night. Hills. You're making me read a map. I don't know. I don't know where the foothills would be. I don't... It's... What was the name of the comet? Aurora Comet. Star map. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Okay, I definitely see this guy. Which means that this is facing south-ish, southwest. We are facing southwest when we are looking at this image. So, oh god, I'm so rubbish at this. Facing southwest. So if we go slightly to the left, facing south. So this is directly north of whatever town is burning. I genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know. This... That's the same thing. Can you think about a fire? Okay. I can call the Socialist Front. El Frente Socialista, campaign headquarters. The struggle never sleeps. Hello, my name is Perlman. I'm conducting some investigations in the area. Who am I speaking with? Depends on who's asking. I'm looking into a few persons of interest. A captain, a sergeant, and a missing man. Then you've come to the right place. My name's Rosa. Ask what you want. Tell me about the captain. The Scorpion. The Scorpion? A man who poisons everything he touches? His hobby is misery. His talent is cruelty, and his only legacy will be a shallow grave. If there's justice, he'll end up stung by his own tail. Tell me about the sergeant. Ah, the sergeant. A pig in polished boots. Vain, lazy, and for sale to the highest bidder. Expensive taste? Oh, yes. tag watches, champagne, imported cars. He parades around in his green Ford Falcon like a king, though lately I haven't seen it much in Yana. He sounds like a man of taste. Taste, please. He'd drink bleach if you paid him enough. Why are people so interested in him? Probably because if the Scorpion falls, the sergeant might take his place. And unlike the captain, he's not hard to buy. A dictatorship on credit. That's his idea of government. What about the missing man? Which one? Around here, the Earth eats people daily. Unfortunately, I don't know his name. Then I'll give it to you. Councilor Eduardo. He was our candidate. He vanished a week before the election and hasn't been seen since. You've been searching for him? Of course. Even his poor mother is out on the streets handing out flyers. Can you imagine? A woman advertising her own missing son like a lost dog. Do you know why he vanished? Because he threatened to expose the Scorpion's corruption. He lit a match in a room full of gasoline, and then he disappeared in the smoke. All for now. Thank you, Rosa. Be careful, Perlman. Here, questions have sharp teeth, and they'll bite you before the answers do. Okay. Alright, so this is in Yana. HQ. And this is where the prisoner was taken. It sure seems, anyways. That's gotta be the car. So that's the license plate. C134FG. So his first name's Eduardo. But I'm not allowed to put it in yet. Oh, and that's Eduardo's surname? It is. Can I put in counselor? No. It'd be funny. Alright. Where else do we see the green car? Do we see the green car anywhere else? We know this man likes fancy watches. None of these men have fancy watches. None of these men have fancy watches. Okay. What do I do with the wine festival information beyond seeing that Perdido is entered? See if any of these icons are. Lines, circle. Circle inside a square. Nope. Circle inside a square. Circle, triangle. Unsure what that one is. Doesn't really match any of these. The sunglasses are different though. It is odd that no one has mentioned that a town burned down, right? Like that's weird. This was a few months ago. Voting booth burned. Okay, okay. No. Try. No. Alemania. I'm pointing with my finger like that's helpful. Alemania. That's German. Like that means German. Montefiores. That's Italian, even though it's got a fleur-de-lis. Perdido is this winery. Chateau Blanc. I'm not sure. Huh. Wait. Wait. These have the... Is that the fleur-de-lis? Is that the fleur-de-lis? I think it's the fleur-de-lis. Can I zoom in further? Yeah, that's the fleur-de-lis. Okay. So that's Montefiores. Which is not visible on this map. So let me look up. Nope. Maybe I can call them? Yep, Montefiore watches. Montefiore watches. This is Daniel Montefiore speaking. Good day, Daniel. My name is Sol Perlman. Perlman, forgive me asking. That is a Jewish name, yes? Uh-oh. It is. I'm Jewish. Sort of. Then we share that bond. Okay, thank God. My family too. You will understand. Names carry weight, especially in Europe. That's partly why I'm calling. I came across the name Montefiore in some old papers. It was mentioned in connection with vineyards. You're not mistaken. My mother's family once owned a vineyard in France, Montefiore Wines, outside Lyon. It was everything to them. What became of it? It was stolen. Stolen? Yes, by betrayal, but I will not get ahead of myself. Ask what you need to know, and I will answer. Tell me about the vineyard. The Montefiore estate lay just outside Lyon. Rows upon rows of vines, a cellar older than the Revolution, and a label known in every cafe along the Rhone. Your mother's family owned it? Yes, she grew up among the barrels and presses. They had dreams of exporting, of building something lasting. What happened? The war. Everything changed after 1940. My grandfather joined the resistance. My grandmother struggled to keep the vines tended. Still, the land was theirs, by blood and by right. Tell me about the betrayal. My father died when I was very young. It was my mother's second husband, a man named Moreau. When the occupation began, he made his choice quickly. What choice? To collaborate. He found favor with the new authorities, and in doing so, he sold out my mother's family. The vineyard? Yes. He exposed them, signed papers, and within a month, Montefiore Wines was no longer ours. Soldiers came, sealed the cellars, and carried off the stock. My family fled or were taken. How did you escape? I was already taken in by relatives in England. After the war, I returned to restore the family name. That's all for now. Thank you, Daniel. That's all for now. Of course, time keeps its stories. Ooh, new evidence. Okay. So, I think the scorpion is this Moreau fellow. He's a French collaborator. Okay. What if I search the license plate number? Do you think that'll do anything? Nope, I can't type numbers. It just makes it zoom in and out. So this is a football stadium. And in the rearview mirror, we see this guy being taken. Where's... What would be the team? Or... There's... You can, like, barely see a flag up there. Football. This is the entrance to the stadium. This is at night. This is in... Yeah. Oh, no, these are in Yana. Because the sign, and that's where he was taken from, because that's where their headquarters is. I'm not actually sure what I meant to do with this information. Yeah. What is this one? Like, this is looking south, like, or southwest-ish. So the house is north of city. I don't know how that helps me, though. So I can see this one. I can't... What is this one? I don't know if it matters. As long as I can find one, I'm probably good. Okay. There's a triangle. Or maybe not. I don't know. I can find this guy. So there's that. I'm not sure how this is meant to help me. It's pretty dope. Alright. I need to take a little bit of a break right now. So let me pop to that screen real quick. Okay. And I will be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I may have to step away again for a second, but for right now I am here. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a hint. Check the docket for group names. What? Group names? What? Also, what does it mean by docket? I'm not sure what it means by docket. There is the name of a military task force there. What? What docket? What is it talking about? This one? Oh, Yep. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Alright. Squad composition guide. Ah! All captains are assigned squads with 2 lieutenants, 1 sergeant, 1 corporal, 2 privates. Tactical units wear tan, normal police units wear blue. Due to a range of officers being targeted, please disregard all information below in figures 4.1. The soldiers shall use standard private regulation salutes. Soldiers continue to salute all ranks above their own. Address your fellow soldiers in this manner according to their rank. Insignia, private, redacted, captain. Okay. So that's the captain. These guys are saluting like that corporal. The soldier shall use standard private regulation salutes. Soldiers continue to salute all ranks above their own. Okay. So this guy's higher than these 2 guys. So there's triangle thing. There's whatever the hell this guy's wearing. I genuinely don't know. Then big circle, and then captain is the square with a circle in it. These guys are also saluting him. So there's also the 3 dash. And this guy with a circle. It's the captain again. You have 3 lines, triangle, and a circle. They're all saluting him. So, oh my god. So the triangle and the circle are lower ranking than the 3 lines. There's, I mean, both of these guys are saluting the captain, so that makes sense. And this one... Yeah, it's the triangle, and whatever that one is saluting the circle. So... Okay. So Sergeant is, I think, the circle. I think. The circle and triangle are saluting the lines. The triangle and whatever that is, they're saluting the circle. Okay, yeah, I think I'm right. I think I'm right. And yeah, okay. What else am I missing? Review Frente Socialista conversation. Search Counselor Aguado? Nope. Haven't seen it much in Yuna. He drives a green Ford Falcon. Apollo Motors, okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay. It's C13 4FG. Abel Oliva. Or Abel? Abel? Olivia, alright. I think he lives in Yuna? Is that the... I feel like that's the implication I got from that. But no, it's apparently not an answer that I can use. Okay. Where are you? Check the car's registration? I can do that? Yeah, it just says Bolivia. In all cases, these owners need to be reached immediately for coolant system replacement. In all cases, have been unable to drive their cars no more than very short distances from their homes before the vehicles start overheating. Okay. So that's his car. And the Frente Socialista... Haven't seen it much in Yana, but I can't put Yana in. No. No. Oh. Well, it's just Bolivia. No. Yeah, it's just this. Anna. Was I typing Yuna? Yeah, I was. I can't believe this. Okay. Eduardo. J. Wait, with KH. That's not... Well, it's not... So... if the car belongs to the sergeant, then the sergeant's name is Abel Oliva. But this is for KH. So that doesn't make sense. Okay, let's start with... what? No, I can figure that out. I can figure that out. Let me check on this guy. Yep. You can find a list of car owners, including the sergeant. Yeah, okay. So I'm right. So then who the fuck is KH? I also don't have any photos of the scorpion, which is kind of crazy. Review the photos from the Cobra Q. Oh my god. Yep. Any other stuff from the Cobra case? Is it Patrice? Patrice was the name. My friend Patrice is sending a guest my way this evening. Oh, Caspar Hansen. Okay, what's his current location then? Don't like his attitude? Who is attitude? I missed when that sent. Sorry. View the comment picture. Oh my god, don't do this to me. Okay. Yeah, Sure, I'll believe it. Don't ever make me read a map. Is he in Perdido then? Is that what I'm to take from that letter? Yep. Okay. I still don't have his forename. Okay. Jorge. Okay. Oh my god, okay. 2 or fewer errors, though. I think it's this. Car is stranded in a particular town where the sergeant lives. In Tambo. Yeah, sure. I'll believe it. Don't make me look at a map. I can't do it. Yay! Case number 6. All answers correct. Alright, the Scorpion is a Frenchman called Patrice Moreau. He was responsible for seizing the Jewish Montefiore vineyard during the war, which he continues to profit from. He lives in the foothills of the mountains in Kaya? Unsure. His sergeant is Abel Oliva, a British officer with a taste for luxury. He owns a Ford Falcon and lives in Tambo. Finally, the missing man is Jorge Eduardo. He is the local candidate for the Frente Socialista and was arrested during a local election crackdown, culminating in the burning of voting booths in the major towns of Cuiru, Tambo, and Yama. He's currently held at the Vikings Vineyard in Perdido. His current condition is unknown. That's Perlman. Alrighty. No, yeah, it is difficult. I'm having fun though. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Was that song? Yeah, that song was out. I found the 3 chiefs: the cobra, the hyena, the scorpion. Was it hard, Mr. Perlman? I've had harder matzo balls in my soup, so I'll be getting my reward. Flowers, a plaque, perhaps? Unfortunately, your only reward will be anonymous satisfaction. You're arresting these people, though? I don't see anything in the papers. We will. In time. They serve other purposes, though. Troubling. Like what? That is beyond your jurisdiction. Okay, I've been thinking. We're done here. I'm done. You only have a little further to go. This is the most important. We need you to go deep into the Hoffman network. Why is that important? The Hoffmans are involved in more than just making money and people smuggling. They have designs on the highest levels of power. How so? There was a journalist seeking to expose the Hoffman conspiracy. His name was Rainier Wilson. He was killed 3 days ago. You want me to find out who killed him? Precisely. The Hoffmans have shares in a company called Red Rock Oil. There's a bill going through the Texas Senate that promises to bring them untold riches if it goes through. What's the problem here? The bill is being blocked by some rebel politicians. One of them was found dead, apparently suicide. You suspect otherwise? We suspect foul play. All of this leads back to the Hoffmans. Finally, we believe that some of these fugitives have been supported by global actors beyond the Hoffmans. Yeah, like that fucking bald guy that keeps popping up. For real. Beyond numerous South American governments and the Catholic Church? Yes. Finally, there's the matter of who killed Bishop Tura. Hang on, I thought you did. We did not say that. We said that we encountered him on the night he died. The murder had already taken place. The killer is at large. Oh boy. Sleep well, Mr. Perlman. You are the one who can make the difference. Okay. Interesting. 7. The conversation. We made it to chapter 5 or 6, I think, and resorted. We just watched. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm a big puzzle game enjoyer. So I am. Yeah, I can absolutely understand why people would just be like, no, I'm just gonna watch. I want the plot. I don't want to have to work out the codes and things. Totally get that. Open Sonatron? Sonatron box on your desk to open it. Good luck and have you. Thank you! Thank you for dropping in! The Sonatron is a system that records conversations. You can listen to these conversations using a receiver by dialing the correct numbers into the receiver. Every system may have different codes for dialing, however, the following is the most common. I didn't process anything I just said. Hang on. You can listen to these conversations by using a receiver, or using a receiver by dialing the correct numbers into the receiver. Every system may have different codes for dialing, however, the following is most common. System number, room, participants. Okay. Some systems may use the default system with all participants named 1, 2 for each room. Finding a Sonatron conversation may also produce related visual media. The Sonatron system has since been phased out due to a complete lack of practicality and possibly being cursed. For all technical enquiries, please type help. Okay. Huh. Mr. Perlman, a special case for you. We have received word of a murder in the West German embassy in Cairo, somehow related to your work. The journalist Rainier Wilson was found dead in the ambassador's study. We need to find the killer. Our sources also indicate a selection of the ambassador's private contacts were leaked. Thus, we have reason to believe there's also a traitorous spy, a mole. You will need to use the Sonatron system. It is a voice-activated transcription system. We've put a receiver on your desk. You'll need to find the embassy floor plan. Try the following number to get you started. There are 7 conversations in total. There's those. I'm sure you can work out the rest. You can find a lot of documents by searching the term embassy. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Floor plan! Alright, just grab all of those and pin them real quick. Code system. Diplomatic staff, security staff, media staff, administrative, yes, ascended code. Addended, blah. Codes 1 through 9 are assigned lowest first according to seniority. 11 is most senior diplomat. Okay. Got... Alright, guest sign-ins. Rainier Wilson there. Weapons. So 3 people have guns. And this is the floor plan. Okay. An 04. Break room. Three, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2. Okay, so there are 3 people in the conversation. 3, 1, 4, 1, and 4, 2. 4-2. Did you see the sandstorm on the news? Apparently it stretches all the way to Giza. I didn't. Is that correct? Cigarette? Oh, I can't. I'm trying to stop. Okay, 42 is trying to stop quitting. Stop quitting? Me too. Stop smoking. I'm writing this down. What is that? Monarch? No, Sterling. 31 smokes Sterlings. And Rudy smokes Monarch. Disgusting stuff. Okay. Oh, Wolfgang. You're so rude. What does the ambassador smoke? I'm not sure. I think it's some sort of herbal. It's dreadful, isn't it? 42. Absolutely. 31. Have you seen Rudy about today? I saw him in the corridor 30 minutes ago, bringing in the ambassador's laundry. Light blue suits him. The ambassador likes him, doesn't he? Ha! I have no idea what you're saying. People are complex, aren't they? Is Rudy wearing light blue? Was doing laundry, whatever. I know. I was working in my room this morning. Door open. I could hear a panicked phone call from the room opposite. Okay. Oh yes? Do tell. Oh, just bits and pieces. Something like G had a bad day. Strange. Gosh, people are odd, aren't they? Just muffled voices in other room. They've been at it a while in there, haven't they? Talking. Well, I'm glad the ambassador agreed to a sit-down. Him and his smelly cigarettes. Glass really doesn't like Wilson at all, does he? More coffee? Sure, I'll get it. Muffled voices, raised. Oh, raised voices. Getting a little testy, are we? I really don't think I can prove it. Loud gunshot. Uh-oh. What was that? It sounded like something went off in there. Where's security? Abdul and Uva are on patrol. Do you have the code? I don't. Okay. Abdul and Uva are security. I think those are the two people who brought in rifles. No, I don't. Hang on a second. I know a way. Running footsteps. Use this. It's Rudy's. It also works. Okay. Door opening. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's dead. Where's Glass? Did he jump out? Running footsteps. Ah, shit. Wolf, how did you get my card? Okay. It was in your locker. It was? Okay. What's this? It's Rudy's. It also worked. Okay, so Rudy is 31 because it's Rudy's, like, card. Okay. Or 41, rather. Okay. Uh-oh. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. It's 2 shots. Handgun left there. Yeah, Abdul and Uva are security. So that's Glass's pistol. Wilhelm Glass. Okay. Wolf. Rocher. Is 31. Rudy, who's Rudy? Rudolph Kanaki is 41. Unsure who 42 is, but they are stopping smoking. Wilhelm Glass got his pistol. Okay, give me the transcript again. Glass really doesn't like Wilson at all, does he? Okay. Is Glass the ambassador? He might be. Okay. I'm writing this down. And Wilson has been shot. Where's Glass? Did he jump out? Okay. Check it out real quick. Okay. There's a keypad to get in. What's the other? Oh, 3. No. So 11 is most senior diplomat, so that's the ambassador. 9 is guests. So I'm assuming, because Wilson's a journalist, he's a guest. Yeah! Okay. Okay, so 9-1 is Rainier, Wilson, and Glass is 11. We're gonna have to discuss it. I'd really rather not. No, I think it's important. Why is that? People should know the truth. You're out for blood. I'm not. You are. I can prove it. I really don't think I can prove it. Yep. Loud crack. Okay. That sounds like Glass was not the one who shot him, but just was in the room when it happened. So that's the ambassador's office. The first one was in the break room. I got a picture. Yes, this is the weapons room. Then always remember to sign in and out. Ah! Pistol with a silencer has been signed out, so yeah. That's Glass. 2 rifles. Let's see about the weapons room. Anything about that conversation. So that's 4. 06. Security staff. Would be then 2122. Yes. Right, let's prepare. Can you please sign out the 2 weapons? 2 weapons? Sure, just add your signature. Where's your tie? I can't find it. 22 is not wearing a tie. Alright, do without it for the moment. We'll start in the west quadrant today. I want you watching the top. I'll be at the bottom. No problem, sir. Top. Bottom. I don't need to remind you, but we've got to be tight. Global embassies are on high alert since that business at the palace in Lemuria. Lemuria? You mean when the guy... Stop it. People might be listening. Sure thing, boss. I'm gonna need to leave you for a while. I have some escorting to do. The journalist? Yeah. I have to greet him shortly at the entrance. Introduce him to Mr. Glass there. Media might join too. Ah, yes, Media. Odd guy. Saw him poking around in the break room earlier. What was he up to? Looking for something in his locker? Why is the ambassador going ahead with this interview? Beyond my pay grade. I imagine it's because he thinks it makes him look better. Still, an investigative journalist? Watch yourself. Not our business. We need to watch out for the sandstorm coming in. How's the water system? It's good. You cut yourself? Just a small nick. Alright, Jesus, this guy couldn't find his tie. Cut himself shaving. Been going down to the horses in Cairo much? Bet. You like a bet, don't you? This guy likes to gamble. Yeah, gotta admit. Winning much? I have my ups and downs. What was that horse you liked? The one that came in last? He was called Geronimo. Bad day for him. Ah! G had a bad day. You bet? No, I'm not a fool. Alright then, move on out. Take your break at 11 today. Give me one of those, what are they? Jetliner. I really wish the machine had more brands. Okay, so there's a lot there. Interesting. Okay, such as Western's viewpoint. It's the media room. Okay. Look and see. Alright. Entrance, so like the waiting room. So that'll be 2-1. 1-1, 2-1, and 9-1. And media might join. Which, that should be 3-1 in there. And he was in the break room as well. So that'll be... Break room is 05. So... should be 2-2, 3-1. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll do the break room one first. Nope. Alright. Well, hell. It's fine. 1-0-4. 0-4. 1-1. 2-1. 3-1. 9-1. Alrighty. If you just put all of your belongings in the tray, I can have a look at them. This is normal in the Cairo embassy? Standard procedure. Can't be too careful. That's a beautiful pocket square, by the way. Thanks. Got it down at the market. Oxblood red satin. Ah, Mr. Wilson. Good to meet you. How are you? Fine. Flight was a little bumpy, so we'll be doing the interview soon? Absolutely. Later this afternoon, actually. I have a few engagements. That's a bit of a problem, actually. I was hoping sooner. You'll be fine. You can take in the surroundings. Abdul and Uva can show you around. Sir, we're on patrol. Alright then, we'll find something else for you. I hear there's a sandstorm coming soon. I expect it's just a dust devil. Nothing to be worried about. What else are you working on? Investigative work. Corrupt food and drink suppliers. Oh, really? Do tell. I can't say too much, but there are some hidden secrets I'll be bringing to light. I'll submit very soon. Oh, excellent. Here's Wolf. This man needs a bit of entertainment. Excellent. I believe he might want to see our archives, being a journalist and all. Okay. Oh, right. I have 3-1. But that's Wolfgang. Great idea. Although it might be damp down there, so take precautions. I'll leave you to it. Abdul? Sir? Alright. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that, but my cat is meowing at me. I need to step away for a quick second. Let me... There we go. Alright, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let me get back into the game. Okay. Should be good. Okay. All right. So, go to the media room. 31 and 91 are going to the media room. Oh. Different cigarettes. Always remember, sign in and out. Euro soccer, 1970. Light blue. Okay. No? Did someone go with them? Surroundings. Does Abdul go with? He's like escorting. Oh, that might be the case, actually. Okay, let me. So he's. Okay, 2-1's Abdul. Nope. Okay. Seven conversations in total. I have found 4. Okay. Oh, the locker room. One, 3191. Fuck. Like, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be the locker room? No? Basement. Oh, it's not the media room, it's the archive. So it's probably in the basement. Yep. Alright, this is the archives. We got all sorts of files. Perhaps you'd like to take a look? I'd be happy to. What do you do? Media. I put together all the press materials. Unusual for an embassy to have a press officer. I'm new here. Only been a few weeks. Your accent. You're French-German, yes? Yes, spot on. I come from the okay. You know, I've been to that region quite a bit, with my work. Interesting work? Oh, really very boring. I've been looking into a family called the Hoffmans. Not many people know them. Never heard of them. What does your family do? They own a cafe. One I've heard of? Possibly. Run by my uncle. Name of Giraud. I see. This is quite interesting, actually. I think Wolfgang is our mole. Here's pictures. Let's go. Okay. No, stop that. This is our media fella. I think he's our mole. Who's Wolfgang? I'll look it up in a second. That's gotta be the ambassador. That's our dead man. Unsure about rest of these guys. Wait, no, that's not Wolfgang. Fuck. No, yeah. Rudy. Rudy is the one in the light blue. Wolfgang is one of those guys. Okay, these are our security then. That's Abdul, and that's Uva. Okay. So this is Wolfgang? And that's Rudy. Yeah, that's Rudy. Not sure what Rudy's position is quite yet. So that's him, that's Glass, that's Uva, that's Abdul. This must be Wolfgang then. Yeah, Giraud. I remember that. Okay. The staff sign in. Here we go. Wolf Brocker. Okay. Rudy is Rudolph Kinski. Alright. Claudia Meyer. This lady. Okay. Because it's Yes. Yep, Giro. La tiny table. Okay, so yeah, so Wolf is our mole. I'm not sure where he's gone. You can find a lot of documents by searching the term embassy. Oh yeah, I got all of them already. This glass also disappeared. Did he jump out? So 3-1 was in the locker room at some point. Hang on. G had a bad day. And Geronimo is the horse that 22 Uva likes. So Uva was in the ambassador's office. Try that again. 10403. Hell, maybe I'll just try him. 22. No. 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 Interesting, then. That doesn't sound like it's glass shooting him. I think it might be one of the guards? Is it Uva? I don't remember Uva's last name. Uva Richter. And there's the picture. So he's this one. Yeah, I am still missing 2 conversations. So where else might a conversation be occurring? Saw him poking around in the break room earlier. Huh, looking for something in his locker. I see. The break room or the locker room? is 3-1 Wolfgang and oh, beans. I just saw him earlier. Okay. No, because Wolfgang found Rudolph's ID, which means Rudolph was missing his ID. And he was able to use it to scan in. Take your break at 11 today. Push the machine apart. Viewpoint transcription. Simon Williams, Wilhelm Glass. I'd like to talk about allegations of corruption in the German government. Must we? I think it's an important issue. But why is that? I'd really rather not. Some would say that you've been complicit in guarding these individuals. That's a hell of an allegation. Some of those people will say this is a hatchet job and that you're out for blood. How do you answer that? Well, I'm not. I think you are. How about the allegations you accepted bribes from Cairo officials? No, that's not true. I can prove that's not true. I can prove it. Wait. It's playing a recording of him. Oh, shit. Okay. So yeah, the mole is definitely our media guy. He might be the killer, though. But I'm not sure. That's crazy. Actually, no, come up, I'm pinning that. What's the other one? Ah. World Focus transcription. Rainier Wilson, Dean Lamb. Yeah, it was a recording. Ah. You've been involved for some years in journalism focused on restorative justice. Can we talk about that? Of course, it's the duty of the journalist to uncover the truth. People should know the truth. That's the job. You focused in recent years on Nazis who escaped justice. How's that gone for you? This is an area people would rather not talk about. But of course, we're going to have to discuss it. This is our history. In many cases, our present. I think it's important that we look hard at ourselves. Could you share an example? I really don't think I can. Go on. So there's a very rich industrialist family I'm investigating that I believe benefited from the regime, but has done more so since. Like what? Well, here the situation gets a bit dicey. I must be very careful what I say. Yeah, because that's... We're going to have to discuss it. I think it's important. People should know the truth. I really don't think I can prove it. Yeah. And effects from Westerns. Yep. Gunshot. Did I pin this? I did not. So this is not a conversation that occurred. he fabricated it. Rudolph has a key card that would access the ambassador's office, his administrative staff. That's him. Oh, these are right next to each other. So this is the weapons room. Unless they just have the same... I mean, that's a possibility. Huh. Yeah, it would be weird to have your normal lockers just in the weapons room. But it's not possible. Okay. Let me see if we get Uva and Wolf in the ambassador's room. Office, whatever. Fuck. Okay. Where's the ballroom? And Abdulka's with him. No. Huh. No, I don't know why I thought that would work. I'm gonna go for a hint. There's a lot of smokers in the embassy. Should I search the cigarette brands? They were what? Monarch? Oh, okay. Monarch, Copperleaf, Jetliner, Sterling. Copperleaf must be the ones that, the ambassador smokes. Okay. So green and red, Monarch Copperleaf. So, where's the thing? There it is. That was in the break room. Or the locker room? One of them. I'll try locker room first. And who smokes Monarch? Rudy, who is 41. Yes. How's your work going? It's okay. I mopped the stairs. Only problem was I couldn't find my spare uniform. The lighter one? Do you think it's being washed? Perhaps, but it's not the day for it. Plus, it was clean. No stains or anything. Strange. Did you go into my room to clean it, by the way? No, why? It's nothing. It was just a bit messy when I came in this morning. The Rolodex was at a funny angle. One of the adhesive dividers was missing. Strange. No idea. I couldn't get in without my card. Well, in future, use the code. It's 0910. Just say that shit out loud, dude. Oh, excellent. Who's the guy on Brocker's locker over there? You don't know him? He's Gerd Schimmel, the soccer player. Surely you must know him. He's a hero. I have one too. He seems familiar. Did he used to have a mustache? Yes, he shaved it off. Very touchy subject. So, do you think we can sneak out of here for a while, Rudy darling? Uh-oh. Perhaps. The storm's coming in, though. Do you think we can be back in time? We can keep it brief. A quick little thing. Shouldn't be more than an hour. How can we get out? Let's take my office window. We can't close it from the outside. I'll close it later. Yep, we can come in the back door. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Euro soccer, 1970. What's it called? The, like, pocket square. ID cards. And the cleaning supplies. Yeah, Garrett Schimmel. No, alright. Wait, did he steal the thing? The pocket square? Why would he do that? Nah, I didn't know if the color was gonna pull anything up. Okay. Alright, so that's why the window is open. I think it was these two. I'm still missing one conversation. Try these two. So he's 2-2 and 3-1. No, shit. I don't know why I keep closing out of that. I don't know. Give me a hint. Review conversation 5314. Someone mentioned another call made. Working in my room this morning. 3-1. Wolfgang. Could hear panic call from the room opposite the ballroom. Something like G had a bad day. So that's Uwe talking. Alright. Alright. Hi, Hans. Sorry, I gotta keep my voice down. There are other people in the building. Yeah, well, I know I owe it, don't I? I know Harry's angry, don't I? G had a bad day. Otherwise, I would have killed. I'm gonna make it right. Don't worry. I've got something that'll pay for everything. So he's basically taken it as a hit. This morning, before he was in. I promise you, no one will know. Just wait. Okay. I think they're both in Cairo, right? More than 2 errors. Fuck! Check out the posters of the man in the white t-shirt. Oh my god. Do it. But that's not Uwe, that's... The killer is a smoker. Yeah. Hang on. The killer resembles someone else in the embassy. The killer is the furthest left in the photo. Oh! So Wolf is the killer and Uva's the mole? I just had them flipped. Nice. Alright, I've identified both the killer and the mole. Both are in Cairo. Uwe Richter is the mole, seemingly being highly indebted and looking to extricate himself from loan sharks. The killer is Wolf Brocker, the media officer at the embassy. Brocker was motivated to kill journalist Rainier Wilson to protect his alibi. His uncle's Raymond Giraud, owner of Hoffman business, The Tiny Table. To do so, first he spliced together two speeches to resemble a conversation between Wilson and Ambassador Glass. He also stole the overalls and card of janitor Rudolph Kinski. On the morning of the murder, he signed out a silenced pistol, forging the ambassador's signature. He took Wilson to the basement where he executed them, puncturing a pipe in the process. He then donned Kinski's uniform, and a fake mustache. He transported Wilson to the ambassador's room in a laundry cart. Having deposited the journalist and the weapon, he hid the silencer in his room, dumped the card and mustache. Finally, he put Kinski's wet uniform back in this locker. Finally, he played back the speech over the speaker so people would think that Wilson and Glass were conversing while Brocker was with Claudia Meyer in the break room, giving him an alibi framing Glass to protect his family. There it is. All right. Eight. Downfall. That's the movie with that clip of of Hitler that people were using for memes a couple of years back, right? Right? Okay. Mr. Perlman, this case strikes at the heart of the Hoffman operation. You are looking for 4 fugitives, including mother and daughter Liesel and Ava Hardenberg. Ava, we know that name. All are believed to be up to illegal activity currently. Our sources have alerted us to a suspicious art auction in Amsterdam concerning the work of Rothberg. We have reason to believe that 2 of the paintings are forged and 1 is stolen art. All of this somehow ties to the Hoffmans. Please look into it. Best of luck. All right. So, I actually need to go to bed soon. So I think I'm gonna leave this case for next time. So it looks like this game's getting a 3rd week. Hopefully I'll finish it then. But yeah, let me real quick transition to okay. That should be a non-concerning sound situation. Yeah, so thanks to the folks who dropped by. I'm really enjoying this game. I like it a lot. I'm glad it doesn't punish you for using the hints, honestly, because I obviously got stuck several times. So yeah, I'm looking forward to wrapping this up next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, or whatever. I'm likely going to be starting Fallout New Vegas on Friday, so there's that to look forward to as well. Alrighty, thanks again to folks who dropped by. Bye.